Hey Patrick, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
So when's the last time you did step ups? All right, so my brother Patrick's here. He's an experienced hiker, an experienced weightlifter, doing a little bit of cardio now, but not much, and hasn't hiked in what, 2 months? A month and a half maybe, since we did Rincon Peak. So he's inexperienced with step ups, but I'm gonna put him through a step up workout today and just kind of progress him up. We're gonna do a warm up first. I'm gonna have him start with some leg circles, which is a stability exercise, just making a circle, balancing. Okay, now we're gonna do a balanced knee raise. So just stand on one leg and raise the other leg up to about 90-degree bend, knee level with the hips, and then just try not to touch down when you come back. There are all kinds of different ways you can warm up for any type of workout, but you want to be somewhat specific at least, if not more specific. So this is warming up the hip flexion, and then we'll get into some reverse lunges just to warm up the extension. Okay, alternate sides,
Okay.
and then just step back a little further just so you get a little bit more of range of motion out of it. There you go. So once he gets done with this round, we'll go through another round. We'll do maybe another 2 warm-up exercises and then get started with the step-ups. All right, so Patrick's getting started on the first set of the basic step-ups. This is a 12-inch step. He's stepping up with one leg and then coming down with the opposite leg first. That keeps the emphasis on one side at a time, and then we'll switch sides. We're gonna stick with about 10 or fewer reps today. One thing, it is hot, so we're gonna keep the reps a little shorter and just make sure we're resting adequately in between. And now they're going to focus on strength, at least initially. All right, so just moving up in some weight here. Patrick's just using the 45-pound Olympic bar. Just good for 8 to 10 here. This should be very light for him, although he hasn't done the motion in a while, so it's still going to be a little bit of a shock to the system even with lighter weight. So we're moving up to the third set. This is 95 pounds. Same thing here, just do 8 to 10 reps. If you are training heavy on these after your warm up, you want to just work your way up to your heaviest weight in your initial sets if you're doing a whole step up workout. So we're going to be doing some other step heights and some different variations too. But initially you want to do the heaviest training first and then go to the lighter stuff after that. So 95 pounds felt really good for Patrick. He's going to go up to 135 now. As you can see here, we're doing this on a slight angle, which is a little bit more dangerous. I mean, there is some risk factor involved with the step-ups no matter what because of the motion, and obviously stepping up on a bench does pose a little risk. But the angle makes it just a little bit tougher, but it will simulate more closely what you're doing while hiking up a slope. Yeah, the step up here, the moving version of the step up that we're doing, is kind of a hybrid exercise between resistance training and aerobics. Obviously, the heavier you go, the more it's resistance training. The lighter you go, you can pretty much, if you're in shape, do these indefinitely, so it's more of an aerobic workout. But this exercise, the step up, is a good hybrid, a good transition, good simulation of what you'll be doing while you're hiking. So we're going to do stationary step-ups next on the 12-inch step again. Go ahead, get started. I'll tell you if you need to change anything. Yeah, exactly. And then just try to keep as much weight as you can on the top leg. You can kind of point your toes just to tap down because you may not be able to get the full range of motion. That's it. Yeah, just keep as much weight as you can on the top leg. Just balance when you need to, but otherwise try to stay off the back leg. I forgot to mention the angle on these does make it a little tougher. He has more ankle dorsiflexion, so it makes it harder to go down lower. Then the stationary step up here is true resistance training where you're keeping constant tension on the working muscles. So we did 20 pounds last time. This is 35 pounds here. Third set on these. We may do one more after this, but again, just progressing up in weight. Either of the variations could be done first. We did the moving variation first with weight, but you could focus on the stationary version. If your primary focus is to build muscle, do that first. All right, this will be our last set on these, the fourth set, heaviest with 90 pounds total. And we're gonna move into a higher step, but some more endurance to finish up. So we're going to go through some endurance to finish up and just do higher steps with little rest in between. We'll just try to keep moving. Once he's done, I'll go, and then we'll add a little bit of resistance on these and maybe even the backpack, but not too much here. Sticking with 10 reps for now. Like I said, you could go higher, you could go lower, just depending on what your goals are, how you feel, what the weather's like. We're just keeping the reps not too high today due to the heat. It's probably over 100 already. All right, we're still moving, just progressing up with a little bit of weight. Not too much resistance, but this will be even more weight than what he'll be carrying in a backpack. Yeah, this is the last set on these, just 20 pounds, 18-inch step again, 10 reps. Patrick will finish, I'll go, and then we'll take a little break and then move up to the biggest step just to finish up. Have you ever done this size step before? Mm-mm. No, this is 24 inches, so just make sure you get your foot up. That's the primary focus initially, and then you just make it two kind of distinct motions if you need to. Get your foot up and then push up and then come back just to be safe on it. It's high, yeah. Patrick's going to stick with body weight on this one. He's never done this height before. Okay, last set here. Patrick's wearing the backpack. It's about 10.5 pounds total, so not too heavy. So what do you think, Patrick?
That's a really good workout.
That's good.
Yeah.
First time in a while for doing something like that, huh?
Yeah. I definitely haven't done this much cardio with legs in a really long time.
So Patrick and I are in the middle of summer right now, pretty much taking a break for hiking. I've been doing a few little peaks here and there, but nothing major. This is the time where you want to focus on building muscle and building strength, which is the off season. So that's kind of what the first half of this workout was, and then the second half was more just endurance. All right, well anyway, that's it for the step up workout. Hope you learned something from this. If you have any questions about anything more specific, please let me know. But as a general rule, always start small, build up gradually. So start with the smaller step, lightweight, fewer reps, and then just manipulate the variables. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good day.